From the Channel Magnificent Warehouse and Studios, this is the Action News Edge, 5-time winner of the Channel Magnificent Award for Broadcast News Excellence. News anchors Vanessa Casanova and Gregor Evanston hit the streets with Nora Explorer. The most overstaffed sports team in the business with Zip Zipper, Bronco Jorgensen, and Ursula. Weather updates every 3.5 minutes from Thornado. Mo Johnson's legendary rip-off report. Devastating social commentary from Davey Hammers.
Welcome to the Action News Edge. And today is a very important day because we have 2 mega stories. What an important day. Well, anyways, let's just send it over to the first story with Gregor Evanston.
Thank you, Vanessa. This story is pulled right from the headlines, and I'm taking this story right from the headlines of the New York Times. You see, it says right here that apparently something called the Federal Reserve, seems like a big deal, is considering raising interest rates, and that is a signal of a slowdown in overall economy. It also says that they are hoping this spurs job growth. Wow, this sure sounds important.
Wow is right. I bet you have absolutely no idea what any of that means.
You certainly got that right.
Well, okay. Now on to our more important story. There has been supernatural sightings at a local strip mall.
Why didn't you say that story first? Mine was pretty flippin' boring. This one was pretty flippin' cool.
Yeah, I know. Apparently a local person has repeatedly seen 2 pixies at a dollar store.
Whoa, really? 2 pixies? Interesting.
You have no idea what a pixie is, do you?
No clue. No idea of any kind.
I'm pretty sure it's a ghost or something.
Like a scary ghost?
I think it's a friendly ghost, like that idiot Casper. Something like that. Whatever. Let's send it out to our on-the-street reporter, Nora Explorer.
Thank you, Vanessa. I am standing here in Masonville, outside of Monster Dollar Store with your local resident, Donna
Messerschmidt,
who has seen a pixie in the food aisle of the store. Tell me about that, ma'am.
Well, you see, I was just in the off-brand soup section buying soup, and I see this pixie, and it was just sitting there on top of this here can of soup.
Wow, could you describe that pixie to me?
Well, it was like a little tiny person just sitting there on top of the soup as happy as a hillbilly.
Not so sure that was a pixie. Pixies have pointy ears and don't quite look like humans. I think you saw a fairy.
Why would a fairy be being in the dollar store in the soup section? I mean, like, fairies can make their own food.
No. I studied this stuff in college. What you saw was a fairy.
No, I know what I saw, and it was a pixie.
Have you been drinking, ma'am?
Of course, I always drink before I go to the dollar store. And I know what I saw. It was a pixie.
Back to you guys at the studio.
What a powerful, game-changing, encouraging story.
Yes, and now since sports is really the most important thing in the entire universe, let's go get to that and send it over to our large, award-winning sports team.
What awards have they won? Because I want me some big goldies.
Well, I don't exactly know, but there are 3 of them, so they must have won some awards.
Wow, neat.
I'm Zip Zipper.
I'm Bronco Jorgensen.
And I'm Ursula.
This is the Action News Edge Sports Edge. Let's get rock and roll and get right down to this and talk about sports, because Bronco's got the highlights.
Oh yeah, Bronco! Give the people some highlights.
Highlights! Alright, guys. See, I'm a football guy, so I better do the basketball highlights first. Otherwise, I might get distracted, and then I'll start rambling. Then I'll take a swing at the producer. Again! Alright, let's get to this B-ball action. The Detroit Pistons beat something called the Oklahoma City Thunder on a last-second layup. Check out this sweet, sweet play of number one, really laying it over this chump from Oklahoma. The rest of the NBA better be watching out for numero uno. Alright, enough of the basketball, had about enough of that. Let's move to the gridiron. The mighty Pittsburgh Steelers won a defensive struggle against the Baltimore Ravens. This game was dominated by defensive line play. Let's check out some of this action. Look at number 13 go! He sure is something else. And finally, the Seattle Seahawks won a last-second touchdown run by this guy! Look at him go! He is something else. And I want to be in his way when he knocks me down into next week with that stiff arm. He's a champ, like me. Not a chump!
You got that right, Bronco. Now it's time for my segment, Ursula's Angels, and I think you all know what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, for like the 4th day in a row.
Yeah, that's right, viewers. Croquet! I'm going to continue to use the Action News Edge as a bully pulpit and demand that croquet be recognized as one of the top sports in the country. The drama, the skill, the strategy, the excitement! This sport has it all.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does! Now let's go to my interview segment. So, tell me, what attracted you to the sport of croquet?
Well, I was going to a family party over the summer, and I was looking in the garage to see what games they had, and they had an old croquet set.
Wow, a sport passed down from generation to generation. It's a classic.
So we started to set it up, and then my family got in this huge argument about the rules. So somebody had to look up the rules on their iPhone, and we got into this big argument.
Look at this strategic gamesmanship, everyone, pretending like she doesn't know the rules.
Yeah, so then we played until dinner was ready. It was okay.
Amazing! You are magnificent!
Okay.
There you have it, a profile in courage.
Wow, what a tearjerker.
Now it's time for some real action. That's right, it's time to play Rip with Zip and the Coors Light Party Bus. It's our segment! So we're all those pro wrestling highlights because pro wrestling is the world's greatest sport.
That is not even a real sport.
Oh, stop lying, blasphemer! It is a real sport and it is the best sport. How many times do I have to show you all footage of someone getting hit with a folding chair, someone jumping into the ring, or some ref getting punched in the face? How many times, America? How many times?
I don't know, 10 more times?
Where was it? You were talking about hockey.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so, hockey, why does it have to be so cold when they play hockey? I mean, I get that that it has to be cold because the players, they skate around on the ice, but why can't they just point the air conditioners to the ice and the players and point the heaters toward the audience? I mean, I would be a lot happier that way because when it gets too cold, I tend to lose focus and I just get distracted and I start rambling about irrelevant things. That's why I like pro wrestling, because pro wrestling, the arena is always warm and it always has the very stink smell. It's like sweat and cheap beer or something like that, and it's never cold in there. It's always very exciting in there, and that is why wrestling is the best sport. Thank you.
That makes sense. You've got some tight and focused insight.
Yep. Now back to you anchor people.
I don't think Zip knows
Who is this Lip character?
Anyways, let's get to the weather. Ever notice that the weather person looks just like you?
No, and I am appalled that you think another could match Gregor's beauteous face.
Well, now it's time for the Action News Edge Weather Explosion with the Weather King, Tornado.
Hello, everyone. I am here to talk about the weather. What I have right here in my hand is some very important weather information. The last time I said this, I get a bunch of stupid emails from rotten people saying, where's the line? I wanted to see that line. I took my kids out of school to see that line in the sky. For the 9th time, people, you see that? That line is not real. It's just special effects to depict the changes in weather. God, how long am I going to say this? So, for the last time, no more stupid emails or Facebook posts. I'm completely done.
I still think the weatherman looks like you.
Whatever! Huh. What's the next segment?
Well, this lady over here is saying something about rip-off patrol, so I guess we're gonna have to do our special rip-off patrol section. And, we're gonna have to go with the correspondent, Momo Johnson! Yeah!
Thank you, Lulu and Samson. What happens when a tenant who has been paying rent for over 18 months finds her heat turned off by a nasty landlord? Well, I'm Mo Johnson. I'm here to find out with Rip-Off Reports. Now, ma'am, you have been without heat for 3 hours now?
Yeah, I just woke up and thought it was a bit chilly, and I saw that the pilot light was out, and so I called the landlord, and he seemed helpful.
What a shame. Your kids have been suffering in the cold for over 3 hours now, hungry and desperate.
Ma'am, I don't have children.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
I spent the next 6 hours on the phone calling the landlord several dozen times. I also called up the landlord's other tenants, friends, and family and told them all about these despicable actions. When Mo Johnson gets a story, she goes after it 1,000%.
Ma'am, how does it feel to finally have heat for you and your children once again?
I wouldn't know since, my landlord called me back saying that there was this crazy lady who was forcing him to fix it. On the first day, when you talked to him, he sent over a repairman and actually fixed it. Now, he kicked me out.
Another problem solved by Mo Johnson. This has been the Rip-Off Report. Is there anything else you would like to add to the Action News Edge?
I hate your show. You do not deserve to be on television.
This has been Mo Johnson with Rip-Off Report.
Wow, another heartwarming story. What's up next?
Holy see, that guy with the weird name like Davi or something is going to do something again.
Fantastic!
I know.
Good evening, everyone. If you're here looking for a story about a little sick girl who won a kitty cat at the county fair, then you better change the channel right now, because I'm here to provide you something much more remarkable and valuable. I'm here to rouse your slumbering soul, a soul that has been put to rest by the junk candy we call television and social media. You're sitting here watching me and these knuckleheads next to me when you could be doing something. You could be learning something. You could be reading a book. And when you're done with me, you'll go to your phone and turn on the Facebook, and then you'll like something that's even dumber than you. You'll like it so your friends can see what you like, and then they'll comment on it, and then you'll like their comment. This will go on for an infinity as far as the universe expands. Well, I'm here to tell you to stop. I'm here to tell you to get your eyes away from the screens for Kit Kats and Gobstoppers. I'm here to tell you that I'm not angry. I'm here to tell you that I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. And I want you all to be annoyed too. I want you to stand up and scream like a sermon from a mountain. I'm very annoyed and I'm going to do something about it.